Hello everyone, Shroomraver here, and today I'm back on Showdown for something a little bit new for my channel. Welcome, therefore, one and all, to something I'm sort of tentatively calling Themed Thursdays. It's all rather self-explanatory. Every Thursday I want to be sort of uploading a video using a different themed team, just, to see how they'll do. I'm a big fan of themed teams, and, I know it's nothing new. The concept has been done, before by many bigger and better PokeTubers than I. But, I love my theme teams. I've got several ideas already for ones I want to use. It is actually not fairly difficult, but a bit more difficult than you might imagine, because there are limitations. The main thing you're looking for is not necessarily viability or balance within the team. It's the theme. So it's not necessarily going to be the greatest team you'll ever see, but that's where the limitations come into it. Now, for that reason, a lot of the teams I already have ideas for are in the PU tier, which is a tier I play a lot, but it's simply because, especially for this kind of thing, there are just so many options. If you're looking at OU, viable options especially, that's the key, there just aren't all that many. So PU, you've got all the NFEs, you've got the little cup Pokemon, you've got PU itself. So that's where a lot of the ideas are going to come into it, but some of them will be in the different tiers, and I do encourage you to give me ideas as to the kind of things you want to see in this sort of little series that I'm planning. But with that being said, let's get into the first team that I'll be using in Theme Thursdays, and here it is. Now, the theme for this week is Dr. Horrible's Sing-Along blog. A fantastic internet thing, short, comedic show starring Neil Patrick Harris, Nathan Fillion, that woman whose name just completely escapes me. I've completely forgotten what her name is. But I have a team based off of this, and first up you can see here, we have Vigoroth, Dr. Horrible himself, all dressed in white. I've gone for a scarfed Vigoroth. I know that Evanite Bulk Up is a thing, but I've gone for Scarf. We've got Frustration, Gunk Shot, Earthquake, and Ice Punch on there. Fully invested into attack and speed, as you might expect. Next up, we have his erstwhile companion, Moist. This is Sliggoo. Moist, I thought, was a very appropriate name for a Sliggoo. Just rocking Sap Sipper, Dragon Pulse, Toxic Infestation, and Acid Armour. No form of recovery, but, we'll just see how it goes. Next up, Dr. Horrible's nemesis, Captain Hammer. We've gone with Poliwrath here, which was, I thought, rather appropriate. Waterfall, Sub Punch, and Poison Jab are the moves on there. Then we have Bad Horse, the Thoroughbred of Sin. Rapidash, Choice Banded. I love using Banded Rapidash, it's a great Pokemon. Flare Blitz, Drill Run, Wild Charge, and Mega Horn. Your standard spread. I've got 4 into HP, which I don't want because that'll give it an even number, and you want odd for those Stealth Rock switch-ins. But yes, there's Bad Horse. Now, I've gone with Penny here, the female character. I still forget who plays her. Terribly sorry if you're watching. As if. Anyway, we've got Meowstic-F here. Competitive Life Orb with Psychic, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, and Charge Beam. Just 4 attacks, everything into speed and special attack. And finally, I was rather scraping the barrel because it's a very small cast. And mentioned only by name, not actually by character, is Johnny Snow, who is sort of thinks he's Dr. Horrible's nemesis, but he isn't. We've got Glalie here, Icicle Plate with that Frost Breath, Super Fang Spikes, and Taunt. Special defense is spread with some nominal special attack investment. So that is the team. Let's get a few battles and see how they do. Okay, we have Obi-2. Nothing to have fun. Obi-Wan, Obi-2. So I see what you're doing there, Obi-2. I see what you're doing. He's got the Ditto. That is why we have Frustration on Vigoroth over Return. A lot of people will just go for the standard max happiness thing, and this will really mess him up if he wants to transform into Vigoroth. I hope that he's got the minimum happiness for his sake. He's got a Dusclops, which of course does not belong in PU. It's there only by virtue of it being an NFE. I would imagine the lead is going to be this Raichu right here. I'm actually going to go with Glalie. It's the Caracosta. That is okay, I guess. I do outspeed him, so I will taunt, and that will stop him going for rocks or shell smash. It is shell smash. Good stuff. Okay, let's go for a layer of spikes and see what he wants to do. He might go for the, he goes for the waterfall, but we've got some decent-ish defense, I guess. Got a layer of spikes up at the very least, so what I'm actually going to do is go in... No, I'm going to go for the Super Fang right now, actually. I was thinking of going into Poliwrath, but what I want to do is save that for a little bit. So, Super Fang takes him down. He goes for the Waterfall. That is nice and dandy. Frost Breath always relates to the I don't know. I could go for another layer of spikes. I could go for the taunt. Let's just go for the taunt. He goes for Aqua Jet to take me out. That's fine. Now we're going to Poliwrath, and we will sub on the possible Shell Smash that he might want to go for. But Glady did a decent job. He goes for the Earthquake. I can sub up on that perfectly easily. Get some nice left recovery. Earthquake doing just over what my sub has. So let's go for that Focus Punch. Hope he doesn't see that coming. He's just going to break the sub, and this should take out the Caracosta. And it does. Nicely done, Captain Hammer. Good stuff. So, he might want to go into that Dusclops now, or the Raichu, of course, just to quickly take me out. It is going to be the Raichu, that's fine. I do have Sliggoo, who has good special bulk. So we'll do that. If he nasty plots, that's not ideal. I will just Dragon Pulse here, just for damage. If he wasn't nasty plot, I would consider Toxic Infestationing him. Do I even have Toxic? I can't remember. I think I do. I would consider doing that, but the fact that he's nasty plot, that's probably Life Orb. That's going to be hitting hard. Even with a non-stab HP Ice, that's going to be hitting hard. Oh, not hard enough. Not bad, Moist. Taking those hits like a champion. And that is a 2-hit KO. So that'll be Raichu down. What's his speed looking like? 350. He won't outspeed the Vigoroth, which is fantastic. But I will go for the Dragon Pulse here. Hidden Power won't take me out. And this should... Yeah, it will now with the Life Orb. Yeah, down goes Raichu. Not bad. Moist doing a good job. Now, he might see this as a setup opportunity for Swoobat, which would be less than ideal. No, he's going to go into the Dusclops. I will outspeed this, and I'm just going to go for a Toxic. Oh, that's desperately unfortunate. He's an Infestation set as well. I'd like a Toxic on this thing, and I will get it, so that's nice. That's all good. I can't one-shot him with anything at this point, so I am probably just going to try and sub-stall him for a little bit with Poliwrath. He can break those subs, of course, with Nightshade, but and since he's already seen it, he might just go straight for the Nightshade here. But we'll see. We'll see what he wants to do. Yeah, he's just going to keep breaking those subs with Nightshade, which is fine. I'm okay with it. How much HP do I have left? 157, so I can live another Nightshade quite easily. So here I'm just going to go for Waterfall. Just get some damage. Don't get a flinch, which, you know, once again, I'm okay with. I've made my peace with that, as it were. What I can do now is go into Vigoroth, because Nightshade won't affect me. Yeah, save Captain Hammer for another day. Yeah, there's the Nightshade, but I am, of course, immune. And now he does die to sort of anything I go for. Obviously not frustration though. Let's see. I'll go for Ice Punch. That'll sort of dissuade him from bringing in the Swoobat. If I went for Earthquake, he might have done. So possibly the Ditto to come in, alternatively with Flareon. If he no, he's going to go for the Ditto, so it looks like he doesn't suspect I'm choiced. Now he might suspect, because he'll be choiced. Let's scout him out going to Poliwrath. He goes for frustration. Yes, you see, he loves me. He loves me. Oh, this is good, which means I can get a sub off. As he goes into the Swoobat. You see, that is why we run frustration and minimum happiness. Because many people won't do it. They will just go for the standard spread, and the standard spread is max happiness. As he goes into the... That's a good play. Wait, he's... Oh, that I didn't know. It doesn't work if you're behind a sub. No way. I was not aware of that. Not even bad. I mean, wow, okay. That's good knowledge. I did not know the imposter does, or evidently transform itself, doesn't work on substitutes. Huh. Well, OB2, I'm just as confused as you are, mate. Okay, interesting. I was unaware that happens. Okay. There you go. He's gonna calm mind up. Waterfall's a 2-hit KO. That's okay, he can stored power me. This is actually fine. He can now take me out with the stored power. He's at 359 speed, let's assume that's max. Does Vigoroth outspeed? He's going to try and roost stall for a bit. He stored powers now. Okay, 359 speed. That's 279 times... Oh yeah, I outspeed. I just do. Let's see, that's... At 150, that's it. Slightly more. Let's go for it. Oh, it doesn't kill! That's desperately unfortunate, but we live! Doctor horrible. Vigoroth, you beast. You utter beast. Not bad. Woohoo! Okay. Go for that frustration. Oh, does good damage to the Flareon as well. He flame charges. That's okay. I do have Rapid Ash, and he's toxic anyway, so it's fine. Unless he has rest or something ridiculous like that. Don't want to miss a drill run. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. Holy balls, that did a lot. Okay, well, GG, mate. That was a good game. And there you go. For those of you who didn't know, Transform does not work on a sub. Learn something new every day. I certainly do. Let's find another game. Here we go, Valiar. Good luck and have fun. This looks like a sort of more bulky team going on here. Just have a sip of my delicious tea. He's got that nasty, nasty core there, which is going to take some dealing with. So it is. He does, of course, have the spider, the Ariados. Ooh. I can try and taunt him with the old Glalie here. I don't know if I outspeed. I think, does Ariados hit a max of 196? I feel like that's a figure that's coming into my head. Good stuff. Oh, it's a speed tie. Let's see if he's running speed. He's not. Haha. No toxic spikes or sticky web for you, my friend. He doesn't appear to have defog. I don't think he has rapid spin. So I can get some spikes up. I don't know what you think you're gonna do. Because I'm gonna taunt you and all. Ah, he's gonna earthquake. Okay, that's fine. Oh, Super Fang. Get some nice damage on the Pylo. And I will get another layer of spikes up. probably going to be helpful. So down goes Johnny Snow, did his job perfectly fine. Probably shouldn't have gone for the taunt. He probably would have seen that coming anyway, since I'd already shown it. What I probably can do is go to Polyrath. Good old Captain Hammer. And sub up on this thing as he goes into the Tangler. That's fine. I do have the Poison Jab. It's not going to be doing much. It's unstabbed on a Tangler. I mean, let's see, 20%. There you go, 20% exactly. Now then. Let's go into Sliggoo, because he can't really do anything to Sliggoo. But he can knock off my Violet, that's a problem. Let's see, what's he going to go into here? The Pylo, do we think? I'm going to Toxic him, because I say Tangler looks to be having Giga Drain, knock off Sleep. Oh, he plays that well. I don't outspeed this, which means he's going to be able to get up his layers of stuff, which is unfortunate. Yeah. That's a problem. He can get up all his toxic what's-its. Oh dear, that's a problem. That's a problem. Now I can Sucker Punch. Oh dear, that's not good. At least he can get Sticky Web up, I guess that's a thing. Let's see, in comes the man. I am especially defensive, you know. But I can't take a Dazzling. Oh, of course, he knocked off my Violet. Forgot about that. Now, no Life Orb. It could be Scarfed, it could be Specs. What to do, really? I know, gang, it's tough. It is tough. We'll go into Meowstic. So we will. And at least this way we'll be able to see if he's Scarfed. Actually, he wouldn't stay in if he was, would he? What's he going to go into, I wonder? Let's see. Possibly the Ditto. But that's a risk, actually, because he transforms me. I can get a Shadow Ball off if I was going for it. Personally, I think he's going to go into one of his walls. Probably the Tang. Actually, no, I wouldn't go into the Tangler. Maybe the Pylo. I don't know, he doesn't really have too much of a switch in here. I'm actually tempted to go for the Shadow Ball. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, the Tangler will come in at a decent amount of health, but the Spikes will take it down a little bit. The Pilot's one is going to take 2 hits. He's not Scarfed. Oof. That did a bit too much damage for my liking. But if we can take out the Mine, that'll be just lovely. That crit didn't matter. Unfortunately, I will go down to Life Orb and Toxic at this point. Which is not ideal. Really, is it? When you think about it. What's he going to go into? I think the Pilot Swine. That's what I think. Yeah, it is the Pilot Swine. Okay, that's fine. He has to go into the Tangler here, surely, doesn't he? He's going to sack it off, of course. Didn't want to over-predict too much there. Now, of course, he can go into the Tangler. Which I will stay in on, I think. For the simple fact that he might... Actually, he can't put anything to sleep, can he? Ah, that's interesting. And Polyrath can take the hits from Rampart. I think he can take 1 at least and hit that with the Waterfall. Ditto... Ooh, Ditto could be an issue. I've got 2 immunities that I'll need to play around with Ditto's Imposter. I will go into the Rapidash. He seeds me. That's okay, I guess. Oh, he's got to switch out. into one of these. Drill run. He switches out. This is good. Into the Ditto. This should kill. It does kill. Down goes Ditto. Good stuff. Okay, that's something less to worry about. Here's the Rampardos. I mean, if you're scarfed, I lose, don't I? He's not. Down goes Rampardos. Now I just have Rapidash to deal with. Sorry, Tangler. And the opponent disconnects. Okay, we'll give him a minute to come back, and we'll see if he does or not. Well, Rip Valia. Slightly annoying when people do that. They just sort of leave and don't come back when they know they're not going to win it. He was pretty high ranked as well, you know. Not bad. Okay, well, I'm actually probably going to leave it there, hitting 20 minutes. You know, this is something of a pilot episode for this little series that I've got planned. So, hit me up with your thoughts and your suggestions. Thoughts, do you want longer videos, do you want more battles, because it's just going to be the one video per team. So do you want longer battles? Do you want more sort of longer battles? Do you want more battles, basically? Are you okay with like a 20-minute video? And also hit me up with your suggestions for themes that you want me to use. Not necessarily like sets and all that stuff. Just like a theme that you might like me to see. You can always suggest the Pokemon you want in there. But the main thing is to get some themes. I've got like half a dozen sort of lined up that I might want to use. But yes, give me your suggestions. Everything and anything will be taken into account. I love hearing what you guys want to see on the channel. This kind of thing gives me sort of carte blanche to mess around with sets and gimmicks and stuff. So yes, and of course let me know what you think of the idea of the series. That's going to be it from me. Thank you for joining me this themed Thursday, and with that I will see you next time. Laters.